Today we are kicking off our moving vlog. Today is Sunday, August 20th, and we are officially starting the moving process. If you guys have been following along, you would know that we are getting ready to make our big move from the East Coast over to the Midwest. We have about just under 2 weeks left here in Massachusetts before we have to make the big drive over to Chicago. I really want to be able to look back at this moment, and so I picked up my camera today because we are just starting to get ready for the movers. The movers are coming this Friday to literally pack up our whole house and take it over to Chicago. There's a lot of prep that we need to do before they get here. So I wanted to go ahead and start the vlog today. Lucas and I are kind of starting to organize what's going with us in the car and what the movers can take, but we also want to make sure that the things that we want to get brought into the car can actually fit in the car. And so we're doing a little bit of sorting and organizing today, which I think officially kicks off the moving process, at least for us. In addition to bringing you guys along the moving process, I also wanted to make this vlog kind of reflective and sort of like a video time capsule of our time here in Massachusetts. There's a lot of elements to where we live that I haven't been able to show on YouTube for privacy reasons. So I thought that now would be a really great time to kind of show you guys what our life has been looking like since we've lived here in Massachusetts. I know at some point we want to stop over at the first apartment that we lived in when we first moved to Mass. I want to show you guys our running route that we ran through around our neighborhood and our favorite restaurants, and just kind of bring you guys along as we conclude our last 2 weeks. It's really surreal realizing that we really do have less than 2 weeks left here in Massachusetts. We have a lot that needs to get done between now and then. On that note, let's kick off this moving process.
Close your eyes, get some rest.
Okay, it has been a few days later. I had this vision of vlogging some B-roll, getting everything situated last Sunday, and I just forgot to vlog it. So I am making up for it by checking in today. I want to quickly show you what I've gotten done so far and what I still plan to do the rest of this evening. Today's actually the night before the movers are coming, and so we are kicking it into high gear. Let me show you what I got done. So I'm not going to show you every single little thing I packed into this box, but what I ended up doing was this is going to be like our sentimental box. This is going to go with us into the back of the car. It's going to stay in the trunk of the car for the duration of the road trip. Basically has irreplaceable sentimental things. As you can see at the top here, you have like our race bibs. We also have like photo albums, wedding stuff. I also added all of my autographed books. We brought all of our race medals, as those are irreplaceable as well. This box really helped me limit and prioritize what is truly irreplaceable to us. So that should be ready to go into the car. In addition to the sentimental box, a camera gear bag that is 100% going with us into the car, work-related things, computer monitor stand. I am planning on bringing one of my work computer monitors with me into the car. So as you can probably tell, the belongings that are going with us into the car, that pile of things is growing. While I finish packing my clothing, Lucas is going to go ahead and start loading up the car right now with all of this stuff so we can see if it really will fit, so we can get an idea if we can bring more or less. When the movers come tomorrow, they will literally pack everything inside the house, and everything that's going with us into the car will already be in the car. But I think that is the plan as of right now. So.
I'm by your side. Lay your head on my chest. I know you've had a really bad day, but I'm right here. It's gonna be okay. The world could fall down, it's gonna be okay. The sun could go out, we're gonna be okay. If all the blue skies fade to gray, we're gonna be okay.
Checking in after a long moving day. We have been at it since 8 a.m. It is now 7 p.m., so it's been almost 12-hour day. Our movers were incredible. They did an amazing and very intentional job. We were very happy with their service, and they cleaned out the entire house. We are walking in a very empty house, and I'm sure you can tell because it is echoing in here. Finally, in an empty house, we're feeling all the emotions. I think one, we're exhausted because it's been a day. And then two, of course, it's a little, bittersweet. It's weird seeing the house empty again. What we're gonna do next is we're gonna jump in the shower, kind of freshen up a little bit, and our neighbors actually sent us a message letting us know that they have dinner ready if we are interested. And so we're gonna go ahead and hang out with them this evening for at least an hour or so, unwind a little bit, and then finally rest after a very long day of moving. Good morning! It is the next day since I last vlogged, the day after our big move day. As promised, I mentioned that Lucas and I are going to be spending the next few days doing some of our favorite Massachusetts things. And first up on the list is going to be a day in Boston. We don't really have any firm plans other than dinner reservations at our favorite restaurant called Mare over in the North End, kind of Little Italy area. But other than that, we're just planning on just walking around the city and seeing some of our favorite sites. So we're gonna go ahead and bring you guys along.
Hold my hand, don't let go. I understand. I know it hurts, it wasn't fair. It's over now, so don't despair. The world could fall down, it's gonna be okay.
It is vacating day. We are finally moving out of our house. I mean, technically it's not our house anymore. Today is the day that we're going to be handing off the keys to the new owner, and it is so bittersweet. Last night I definitely got a little emotional thinking about, all of our memories that we've had at this house. It was definitely pretty heavy just thinking that, that was our very last night staying here at this house. Since the movers came on Friday, Lucas and I have been sleeping on an air mattress the last few days, and so we are very much looking forward to sleeping in a hotel bed tonight. It's a very bittersweet experience. Of course, we're sad to say goodbye to the house, but at the same time, we are very ready for this next chapter. So on that note, I'm gonna go ahead and get started with packing and cleaning. And the house is now empty. Lucas obviously is here. We finished loading up the car. We are ready to get to the hotel. We're saying our final goodbyes now. Sherbert is the last thing that we need to pack up into the car. And then that's the end of the chapters. How do you feel?
5305. It's been bittersweet, but ready to go.
I'm the same way. I also think it's just been so busy today getting everything out of the house and into the car that we don't really have time to be all sentimental and sad about it. Lucas and I are actually dressed up because this evening is his going away kind of celebration with his coworkers. We are finally locking up the door and saying goodbye to 305.
The sun could go out, we're gonna be okay. If all the blue skies fade to gray, we're gonna be okay.
Hello, I wish I could say good morning, but it is very much the afternoon now. Lucas and I spent the first part of the day working. I've been working here at the hotel, and Lucas had his very last day over at the office. We're just now wrapping up our work day. Today is our very last full day here in Massachusetts. We're starting the big drive over to Illinois tomorrow morning, and so this is our very last evening here. As you guys saw, yesterday was very busy, and so Lucas and I didn't get a chance to process that we're moving, and so today we decided to take a trip down memory lanes. We have a few stops that we want to do before the night ends. First on the list is going to take a quick drive down Main Street. We want to show you guys where our running route has been for the last couple years. This was the running route that we did in order to train for our very first marathon. We're also gonna drive over to Quincy because that is actually where we spent the first few months living when we first moved to Massachusetts. And then the main reason why we're going over to Quincy is we're going to have dinner over at Tony's for some finale lobster rolls. Tony's is super special to us because we like to take all of our family and friends there when they come to visit, and so we couldn't think of a better place to have our final meal here in Massachusetts. On that note, we're losing daylight, so let's get on the road and take a trip down memory lane.
The world could fall down, it's gonna be okay. The sun could go out, we're gonna be okay. If all the blue skies fade to gray, we're gonna be okay. The world could fall down, it's gonna be okay. The sun could go out, we're gonna be okay.
And we are back at our hotel. That concludes our little trip down memory lane this evening. We got sherbet here. It's about 8:30, so it's actually getting kind of late, and I have a lot of packing to do before tomorrow. But I'm gonna go ahead and end this vlog here. Thanks so much for joining us in this moving vlog as we are saying goodbye and closing the door here in Massachusetts. Sad about leaving. There's a lot of things we're gonna miss about Massachusetts, but at the same time, we are so excited for this new adventure that's literally starting tomorrow morning. Stay tuned for our road trip vlog coming up soon. So until the next one, I'll talk to you guys soon.